Let me break down my song Kaun Hai Tu featuring Raja Kumari, and I'll be able to show you the structure of how I, went about structuring the song. So right there, I played, the intro, and it was just 4 bars. And what I had done, because the beat came to me with a very mysterious, mysterious synths, and this very dark aspect. Right away I said, I didn't need to, keep any intro or anything like that. Vocally, I just kept it, very plain, and just let the music do the talking, and build a sense of eeriness and mystery for the listeners to be okay, something's coming, and I threw in my, producers have their beat tags, I have my Shah Rule, that I just throw in there, we throw it in, let people know we're coming. And so then the next part comes in, so that's my intro, and of course there are no drums, so obviously the listener is getting that sense of, okay, something's coming, so there's a build up. So it's very raw right now, just the the melody lines of the instruments are there in the arrangement. You don't really want it, don't try. You don't really want it, don't try. So right there was the pre-chorus, and also co-written by my brother D Evil. What I did there was, I kept also the vocals, because now we're leading up. So in terms of musicality, you've noticed there's a snare in there. It's that there's the on the third beat of the bar, there's a snare that's coming in. Then also, vocals are coming in, but it's not so loud. It's more smoother. It's kind of blending in with the track. The Khandasa andar se khali hai. It's still kind of blending with with the vibe of the track. So once again, now a snares come in and some vocals come in. So the listener is definitely expecting something bigger to come after this. So in terms of my, why I did this, because I wrote the main part Kaun Hai Tu first, and I wanted to build, have some sort of build up and kind of create lyrically, it was kind of setting a tone for the type of people I was speaking to, and telling them Khandasa andar se khali hai, teri sare garmi tere sar se nikali hai, like it's giving that
proved you wrong.
Yeah, so it's kind of setting a tone also lyrically, for the topic, and also the vibe is also giving that that message off. And then the next part, directly in terms of where it drops, is we've given enough build up, and straight up we go with. Don't try. So right away, the beat comes out for about a bar, and it's Kaun hai tu kidhar ka. So that's the main line. I've taken out the drums and all the instruments and just kept it as vocal, because I wanted that emphasis on that vocal specifically, And when the beat comes in, everything comes in. So there's a hi-hat, there's a kick now, there's bass, and it's just the whole 9 yards, This is the loudest part of the track, The chorus is where, that punch comes in. So straight away, we went from pretty quiet, pretty mellow, then, okay, getting up there, and then right away, out of nowhere, it's full power. And how I've structured it is the intro had 4 bars, the pre-chorus had 4 bars, and now what you heard was 4 bars of the chorus, but I repeat it twice. So. So the entire chorus is technically 8 bars, but I've done it in one way, where the first half, I mentioned, first line I took out the beat, then it comes in with a bang. The last half of the chorus, which is the last 4 bars, the instruments, the drums kind of mellow out. So the hi-hat gets taken out. So the rhythm of the all those things you hear from the top end, the high end of the song, gets taken out, because the melody of the vocal is changing. So instead of Kaun hai tu kidhar ka, I'm going Kaun hai tu kidhar ka, jaise aaya waise hi wapas nikal ja. So it's the melodies change, and also parts of the arrangement has also changed. but lyrically it's in the same way, and it balances with you don't really want it, don't. So it's these are tiny elements which change within the structure, but overall it's kind of just driving the track in a direction.
Also, what he does is when he sets a tune for his particular chorus, he makes sure that his line is also crafted to that particular size. Because what some people will try to do is they will make a tune, but their line might not be matching to that meter. They will keep going it off. So you should also know how to alter your lyrics according to how you want the tune to be set.
Agreed. I think definitely with melodies, you should be making the meter of the melody first, the syncopation, and then write your lyrics, or figure it out in the other way, vice versa. So now the first verse. Boy, run from me, looking like your girl needs some company. Talk straight up, go back to your mom, but I won't believe. Whoa. They wanna wrap the ring, homie, where's your big show? Don't call me for a hook, brother, we in Crisco. Talk that trash, you gon' get this. I was cold on the phone, cause that day my wrist broke. So that's the first 8 bars of the verse. Now similarly, the way the chorus starts with no beat, I did the same thing. Two-tone GMT like a... That didn't have any drums, any synths in the back. It just started because I wanted that line to hit hard with the drums as well. And if you notice, within the first 8 bars, I switch my flow. So I go from two-tone GMT like a bumblebee, Jesus is my homie, but the chain all gone petite, to whoa, you wanna rock the ring, homie, where's your big show? Don't call me for a hook, brother, we in Clisco. So right away, I'm giving the listener, I'm not letting the listener get bored at all. Every 4 bars, you're gonna get something new from me, and you're gonna stay on point. Even if you're gonna close your eyes, your ears gonna move with the song. Then I move on to the last half of the verse. No holds, I'm a red, no bagel. Shoving the cash in my hand like Play-Doh. We're wanting and it talks like NATO. You would never had the heart for the heart of tornadoes. When I make a rain, the storm is going parade, and only my side see the rainbow. So the last half of the verse, this is actually a 12-bar verse. So the last 4 bars of this verse, I've gone double time, instead of going, whoa, da-da-da, no holds in my brain, no bagel, shuffle the cash in my hand like Play-Doh, we're watching and the talk like NATO. Right away, I've switched up the thing. So if you hear how I started, the flow has, slowly gotten faster and more complex. So I've kind of given the listener, a build-up from the beginning of the song to the chorus, and then again from the verse again to the chorus. So I'm constantly building it up and dropping it down, building up and dropping it down. You don't really want it, don't try. You don't really want it, don't try. So now we're back to the pre-chorus. It's 4 bars again. But Raja Kumari, who's the featuring artist on the track, she's now, joined me in the pre-chorus. Now, it's not super evident that she's screaming on the track. You can hear it, but what you can hear is like now a new layer has come in. It's not just a low, mellow voice. It's there's like this angelic voice on top of mine, so which is kind of balancing out. So it's like, okay, she's kind of entered the song in, but very seamlessly, and not that.
It's like you're preparing them for that other tone. So that it doesn't sound abrupt, like suddenly like a different tone.
Exactly. So that was 4 bars. Also, again, building up from the chorus, building up from the verse, even though I just ended on on that type of flow, right? So we built up for 4 bars. You don't really wanna, don't try. You don't really wanna, don't try. You don't really want it, don't try. Oh. You don't really want it, don't try. So, exact same structure as my first verse. 8 bars, done in 2 ways. The beat comes out first, Kaun, but now it's like a reveal. Like the beat came out and you hear a female voice. And, for all the Raja Kumari fans, it was like, whoa, they saw her name on the video, but she's not known for singing much Hindi. So right away they were like, wow, this is like, crazy. So we wanted that reveal to happen like halfway through the, like even for us, it was like the first time, I showed him after 6 months of having the song, like, bro, by the way, guess who's singing your lyrics, here you go. So she comes in and she does the exact same melodies that I did on the first chorus, but she does it in a higher octave. So I've sang it in actually we're pretty similar. I do it in the same octave.
Yeah.
But with her voice, it has a different tone. You know,
it's about the texture. That's different.
And you know, going into this, I knew our voices fit together and have different, sides of the spectrum. So it would blend together, and it came off really nicely. Because even in the "You Don't Really Want It, Don't Try" parts, she's taking the higher parts, and I'm still there doing the lower parts. So it's kind of balancing everything vocally. And same way now it goes into her verse. Here.
Plain Jane shit, can't afford my fee. Bitch, your whole lifetime numbers I do quarterly. Yeah, no rappers be like, no man can never order me. All I need is one mic, I spit that ether for the queen. Fuck what you thought, you ain't dealing with no thought. You know God, nigga, that I am my jurisdiction. You know God, nigga, thought. Without Michelle, there's no Barack. These bitches coming on my head, but they can never hit the dot.
So same way, her verse starts off, we take out the beat, because, you know, we're trying to keep that same element of, you know, surprise also. Something comes out and then tension, release, you know. So she starts off, no plain Jane, she can't afford my fee. So she starts off with one flow, then she goes to ta tika ta, you know, she goes into those different rhythms.
That's a really great improvisation that she made.
Yeah,
it's classical
100%.
Indian.
So she's
elements.
mixing, you know, different cultures, you know, lyrically, you know, and even if you hear in the back there's some ooh, that's her actually. You know, we've recorded her and we've sampled her doing that. So, you know, same like me, she's switching flows, you know, she's adding different layers as well, and kind of gradually building it up lyrically for herself.
They can never hit the dot. Don't try, bitch, I'm undefeated. Don't act like you don't know. Eyes on the crown, no cleavage. See my bars always turn to gold.
Same way we do throughout her verse, we're taking out the beat, you know. Don't try na 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 na. So, you know, she's come in with a melody and we've taken out the beats, you know, because it's like she's gone from rapping to singing now. So we want to emphasize those things. So definitely, even when you break down your song, you know, you're gonna be talking about we. As rappers, sometimes after we've recorded everything, we go in with our producer, our engineer, and we just cut small parts of the beat.
Yes.
To add emphasis on those parts. Like if the track is really busy in that part and you want that one line to kind of
it gets kind of a bounciness to your sound, and it breaks the monotony of like the same sound.
It's the same way in a club. A DJ pulls down the music for the listeners to sing, you know, like the club to sing along. It's the same concept. So it's like you're giving, you know, you're giving the rapper, you know, that dedicated time to kind of, you know, say that, you know, in solo, you know, without anything else. And then finally, we're back to the last pre-chorus.
See my bars always turn to gold.
अंदर से खाली है तेरी सारी गर्मी तेरे सर से निकाली है. You don't really want it, don't try. You don't really want it, don't try. So last pre-chorus, again 4 bars. So it's literally like same in terms of beat. We've just copy pasted from the first pre-chorus to the second pre-chorus to the third pre-chorus. But the only difference is now you can hear both of us singing there, and you know there's harmonies under there, there's a higher, there's a third harmony, and we've kind of just filled it out. So we're about to build up to the loudest part of the song right now, which is the last chorus. So, when the last chorus hit, I started the chorus the same way I started in the beginning of the song. But halfway through the chorus, she took over for the second melody. So what we did was, we took half of my chorus from the first part of the song and the second part of her chorus from the second part of the song, and we joined it for the third. And as you heard, we didn't have an outro. It literally, you don't really want it, and it ends with a kick. And it just, you know, we didn't have to say much else. The song speaks for itself. So in the background of the main vocals, you can hear Raja, you don't really want it. You know, she's doing ad-libs on top, like, which is kind of the narration. So she's, you know, she's doing them in different melodies, adding the last chorus should always have, you know, some sort of, you know, extra texture or extra, you know, extra melodies or ad-libs on the side, just to create, you know, we've heard the chorus 3 times now. This is the 3rd time. What's different? What's changed? Is there any more masala you've added? You know, Salt Bay does this thing. Add more, you know, some masala on there, because, you know, the listener might be bored of hearing the same thing, but when they hear something new, the ear right away says, "Whoa, what's that?" You know. So she's added some ad libs. We've on Jaise Aaya Waise, she's added an extra high. You know, like a it's super high for her. You know, it took her a while to sing that part. But, you know, texturally, it all fits together, it all blends together, and, you know, that's the highest part of the song. And then we ended off with a boom, you know, like with that last kick, you know, ending, and it just ends very mysteriously the same way we started. And that's Kaun Hai Tu. Yeah.